practice. Let's start in child's pose. Separate your knees, have your big toes together and sink your weight back to your heels. With the knees separated, it allows space for your belly. Stretch your arms out and relax the forehead to the mat. Take a moment to adjust so that you're comfortable. Lengthen your spine, lower the tailbone towards the earth, as if you've got a cord attached to the end of your tailbone. It's drawing down towards the earth. Relax your belly, and with your in-breath, allow the belly to swell, and with the out-breath, allow the belly to deflate. Bring your full attention to the breath and the body. Smooth, even breaths. Letting thoughts of the past or future just drift by like clouds in the sky. Bring your attention back to the present moment. Notice the rib cage separate and move out laterally as you breathe in, and as you exhale, the rib cage moves back. Deep, even breaths without strain. From here, let's curl the toes under, have the feet hip-width apart, and press up and back into downward facing dog. So you're in inverted V shape. Let's walk the dog, lower one heel down at a time, in time with your breath. So with your exhalation, the heel lowers. Let's lower both heels down towards the mat now. They may or may not touch. Check in that your fingers are spread, that the weight's distributed across the whole hand, pressing the finger pads into the mat. So let's take the right hand to the outside of the left leg. And turn to look out from underneath your left armpit. With your exhalation, let's release. Really ground into your right hand now. And let's take the left hand to the outside of the right leg, gazing out from underneath the right armpit. And with your exhalation, let's release. And let's walk the feet up to the hands, feet parallel, and cradle the elbows in your hands for Uttanasana, forward bend. Knees bent or straight, keep the spine nice and long, bow the head. Let's release the arms, and in your own time, roll up to standing. Taking your hands to the lower back, press the hips forward for a back bend, looking up at the sky. And let's draw up with your inhalation and stand in Tadasana or mountain posture. Really ground into the feet and flare the toes. The outside edge of the feet are parallel to each other. Engage your leg muscles and knees and tuck the tailbone under just a little. Lengthen up your spine, draw the belly back and up towards the spine. Roll the shoulders up and down your back, opening the heart space. Lift up from your crown. So you're grounded into Mother Earth, but lifting up into Father Sky. Stretch out your arms and fingers. With your inhalation, let's draw the arms back and up. And with your exhalation, let's swan dive, Uttanasana. Feel free to bend the knees. With your inhalation, look forward, Ardha Uttanasana. And with your exhalation, let's step the right leg back to the lunge. With your inhalation, step back to plank pose. And with your exhalation, move the body forward and lower into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, roll onto the toes, downward facing dog. Pausing here for a few breaths. Take a moment to adjust. You may find that your breaths begin to deepen and become more audible. Practice Ujjayi breathing, the victorious breath. Bend the knees onto the toes, look between the hands, either step or jump to the top. Inhale, look forward, nice straight spine. Exhale, fold back in, Uttanasana. Inhale, lead up with your heart. Press your hips forward. And exhale, lower your hands to your heart. Inhale, chair pose, sweeping the arms by the body. Neutral spine, activate your abdominal muscles. Bring the weight back into your heels. Exhale, let's fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, draw the heart forward, long spine. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Inhale at the top, and exhale, move the body forward and lower. Inhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, and upward facing dog. Roll onto the toes, downward facing dog. So let's ground the left foot at a 45-degree angle and bring the right foot through. Inhale, warrior one, tailbone down and under, ribs draw back. Right knee bend. Perhaps bringing the hands together, gazing up. With your exhalation, let's float the hands either side of the right foot. Step back to plank pose. Inhale at the top. Exhale, move the body forward and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Grounding the right foot at 45 degrees. Stepping the left foot through. Inhale, warrior one. Tailbone down and under, ribs draw back. Ground into your feet, the body working as one. Perhaps bring the hands together if you feel balanced, gazing up at the hands. And with your exhalation, taking the hands back to the mat, step back to plank pose. Inhale at the top. And exhale, move the body forward and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll onto the toes, downward facing dog with your exhalation. Check that your neck is relaxed. Listen to the breath, bring your focus and attention to the present moment. Let's bend the knees onto the toes, look between the hands, either step or jump. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold back in, Uttanasana. Inhale, sweeping the arms by the body, Uttanasana, chair pose. And with your next inhalation, press up to stand. And exhale, hands at your heart. Let's practice a balanced pose, Garudasana. So So shifting the weight to your right leg, find a drishti or focus point to fix your gaze, and wrap the left leg around the right. Both legs need to be bent for this. Hooking the foot onto the calf, hugging the outer hips in, engaging Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. So lifting the pelvic floor muscles up into the body, the belly drawn back and up towards the spine. Taking your arms out, bend at the elbows and wrap left arm under and around the right. Drawing the arms up at shoulder height. Relax the muscles at the base of your neck. If you'd like to go further, take an inhalation and lengthen your spine. And with your exhalation, hinging from your hips, lower the elbow towards the knee. With your inhalation, let's draw back up. Exhale, release, taking the left leg back for a high lunge. Bringing the arms up by the ears. So onto the toes of your left foot. So I'll give you the side view. And with your exhalation, let's take the arms out wide at shoulder height. Take an inhalation. With your exhalation, twist to the right. Upper back twist. Inhale, coming back to center, drawing the arms up. And exhale, let's release, taking the hands either side of the foot, stepping back to plank pose. Inhale at the top. Exhale, move the body forward and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog, rolling onto the toes. Let's center the left leg and raise the right leg high, keeping the hips square. And bring that right foot through between the hands. Let's spin and ground the left foot. Inhale, reach the left arm up as you straighten the right leg for Trikonasana, triangle pose. So your right hand might be higher onto the leg, that's fine. It's a lateral stretch. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, turn to look up at the left hand or down at the right foot to lengthen the back of the neck. Press into your big toes and inhale, let's draw back up. Exhale, release the arm. Let's turn the hips to the right, stepping the left leg in preparation for twisting triangle, Parivrtta Trikonasana. So we're taking right hand to right hip, reaching left arm into the air, inhale. Checking that your hips are square, perhaps stepping the left leg in a little bit more. So with your inhalation, we reach forward. Exhale, taking the hand by the foot or to the leg. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, turn to the right. And reaching right arm into the air. With your exhalation, let's release, taking the hand to the hip once again. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, releasing the arm down. Parsvottanasana. So taking the hands behind, either hold on to wrists or elbows, or bring the hands together into reverse prayer between the shoulder blades. Ground into your feet, and with your inhalation, open your heart to the sky. And with your exhalation, fold over the right leg, exhalation, release your hands, coming back to the lunge. Step back to plank pose. Inhale at the top. And exhale, move the body forward and lower. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. So if your heels touch the mat now, lift your inner arches. Spread the toes. Really grounding into the toes and the outer edges of the feet. So let's bend the knees, look between the hands, either step or jump to the top. Inhale, draw the heart forward. And exhale, fold back in, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend your knees, sending the weight into the heels, Uttanasana. With your next inhalation, press up to stand. Exhale, hands at your heart. So let's prepare for Garudasana to the other side. So sending the weight to the left leg this time. Find your drishti and wrap the left leg around the right, keeping both legs bent. Hooking the foot to the calf if that's appropriate. Hugging the outer hips in, activating Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Reaching the arms out at shoulder height and bend at the elbows. So we're wrapping right arm under and around the left. The hands will not be even. So we bring the elbows up at shoulder height when you're ready. Be aware of that lovely stretch across the upper back. If you'd like to go further, inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, hinging from the hips, keeping the spine long. Lower the elbow towards the knee. And with your inhalation, let's draw back up. With your exhalation, release, taking the right leg back. Inhale, the arms draw up by the ears for high lunge. So I'll give you the side view. So the tailbone down and under, the ribs drawn back. So let's take the arms out wide at shoulder height, taking inhalation, and with the exhalation, let's twist to the left. Keeping the hips level. Belly drawn back and up towards spine. And with your exhalation, let's release. Inhale, bringing the arms up. And exhale, let's take the hands either side of the foot. Stepping back to plank pose. Inhale at the top. And exhale, moving the body forward and lowering. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. So let's center the right leg. And lift the left leg high. So coming onto the toes of the right foot, keeping the hips level. And let's bring that knee into the chest and the foot forward. So we're spinning and grounding the right foot. Inhale, letting the right arm draw us up as we straighten the left leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, either turning to look up at the hand or down at the foot if you feel discomfort in your neck. So lower the chin down towards the shoulder to lengthen the back of the neck, protecting the neck from strain. This is an enlivening posture. Find steadiness and ease. Press press into your big toes and inhale, let's draw up. Exhale, releasing, turning the hips to the left, stepping the right leg in. So your hips are square to the end of the mat once again. Parivrtta Trikonasana, left hand to left hip. Right arm into the air. Take a moment to square off your hips, adjusting your leg. Inhale, reach forward. And exhale, take the hand by the foot or to the leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, let's turn the navel and heart to the left. And if appropriate, lifting the left arm into the air. And with your exhalation, let's untwist. And with your inhalation, again pressing into the feet, let's rise. Reaching right arm into the air, and exhale, release. So Parsvottanasana, taking the hands behind, holding on to wrists, opposite elbows, or bringing the palms together into reverse prayer. Inhale, press into the feet and open your heart to the sky. And with your exhalation, let's start to fold over the left leg. Spine long, bring the chin in at the end. Bowing to your authentic, true self. With your exhalation, let's release the hands from behind our back, framing the left foot. Bend at the knees, step back to plank pose. Inhale at the top, and exhale, move the body forward and lower. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Roll onto the toes, downward facing dog. You need to connect with your breath in a more restful posture. You may like to lower the knees to the floor for a moment for child's pose. So let's bend the knees, look between the toes, either step or jump to the top. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, fold back in and let go. Inhale, chair pose. With your next inhalation, press up to stand. And exhale, hands at your heart. Inhale, bring the arms back and up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, let's step back to downward facing dog. Let's lower to the knees and sink back to child's pose. Walking the hands towards you. Let's cross at the ankles, roll onto the bottom, and relax down in Savasana. So I invite you to hug the knees into the chest and gently rock from side to side to massage your back. When you're ready, lengthen the legs out. Take a moment to adjust so that your spine is long, your neck in line with your spine. The arms relaxed by your side with your palms turned open. Your legs outstretched with your feet falling away from each other. However, if you feel discomfort in the back, you may like to bring the lower back forward
and the knees bent so that all the back is contacting the mat. Make any adjustments so that you can lie still for the next couple of minutes. Mentally scan your body from the top of your head right down to your toes. Guide your body to relax and let go. Soften the muscles. Smooth out the skin. Release the joints. Let the breath flow with steadiness and ease. So let's start to awaken the body. Take 2 deeper breaths. Hug the knees into the chest once again and rock from side to side. Roll on to the right side. And when you're ready, make your way up to a comfortable seat. So I invite you to close down your eyes just a moment more now that you're in this seated position. Take a moment to observe the effects of your practice. With your inhalation, take the arms up. And with the exhalation, bring the hands together and touch your thumbs to your eyebrow center for clarity of thought, and to your lips to purity of speech, and to your heart for purity of heart. Namaste. Thanks for joining.